Welcome to Heal With Us, where we aim to inspire, strengthen, and empower.
Now let's begin to heal.
Hey y'all, I'm Toya, and I'll be investigating the business of everyday people like you and I.
Blessings, it's Dr. Nikkisha, and I'll be checking in on your heart.
Hello, I'm Tam from the Nerd's Corner. I'll be giving you interesting facts that you didn't know you needed, because why? I'm just nerdy like that.
Now that you met us, let's get in your business.
In your business.
So on today's episode, I wanted to kind of talk about chaos to calm. Like, how do you bridge that gap? How do you get from that chaotic feeling to your calm zen?
You don't want me to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead, Doc. You go first.
Oh, wow. So, from the chaotic to the calm. Of course, it can vary, because the more chaotic, the harder it is to find that calm place. But I will say, I'm trying to think of a specific moment or, example of when I have felt chaos. I guess for me, and y'all know this about me, I think it is finding any way that I can control the situation. So, for instance, physical chaos, like literally mess all around me. Like I'm going to clean, I'm going to organize, I'm going to make it a safer, calmer space for me, because otherwise I cannot function. Literally, I cannot. So I think whatever I feel like I can do in that moment gives me a sense of calm immediately, because I don't feel like it's out of my control, like it's nothing I can do. If I feel like I am stuck and, I'm buried in this, I just panic and probably start feeling anxiety and, all the things. But if I can just find the one thing that, okay, what can I do in this moment, that typically kind of brings me into that space of calm. And it can be anything, and we kind of talked about this before, separating myself from the chaos, so maybe taking a walk, or just if it's a individual or a situation, just removing myself from that. If it is, internal, that's harder. That's a lot harder. Like something when it's internal, like I'm just dealing with something that is making me feel like I'm all over the place, that's when I have a hard time. Control does not usually work. That's when I have to usually really distract myself or get someone else, seek someone else to help me get into that space of calm. Like just somebody that can reason me down off the edge, that type of thing. And that usually reels me back in. But yeah, it just depends. Yeah.
Well, for me, and I quite don't want to answer the question, because it's not a heal with us answer. When there's chaos, for me, I have a bad habit of suppressing. We talked about this with me. That's my MO. Like, that should be my middle name, Tamara Suppression, yada yada. Anyway, to answer your question, for me, how do I get from chaos to calm? It's unhealthy, but I do a lot of suppressing, which then puts a toll on my body. And it'll present in different ways, from, I think you spoke on anxiety, to physical meaning exhaustion, to skin breakouts, to loss of appetite, like so many different things. And I know I need to get better with that. And I think because I don't like confrontation, I don't. And I think that's part of the suppression too, because I know I got to fight with myself. But I don't know. I just feel like I do need to work on a better way of kind of getting through the chaos. But I feel like in that chaos, in that storm, there's a lesson I need to learn. Like I need to get something from it in order for the get through to be worth it. And maybe that's a bad thinking for me. But that's just how, I kind of deal with it. And sometimes it's so much going on that chaos could be so thick. I'll just sit there like a little kid and just pout, sit right in the middle of it. Like, I am not addressing it. I don't want to do anything. I just want a piece of candy. So I hate it here. Yeah, so I know I need to work on it. So if you guys got some tips or some suggestions for my healing, Doc, you look very like you're full of
Like I want to say something.
resolutions.
Oh, do I now?
Heal me.
Oh my, the pressure. That's not mine, though, right? Well, when you said, trying to retrace and say it exactly how you said it, but you said, if that's the right thing to say to yourself, why do you say that? Like as far as just...
Because you would think like a normal minded person would want to, okay, I got to figure out this chaos. I got to get to the bottom of it so that I can get to the calm. But I don't do that.
I kind of like how you're handling that. And not to say that that's going to be an approach that works all the time.
Yeah.
But I would just share with someone, one of my good friends, that I remember I was getting ready to move and it was raining. It's kind of like a metaphor, but it was raining like ridiculously. And I was supposed to go pick up I think I was supposed to go sign a lease. And I was like, I'm not driving on no interstate. But something in me was like, just push through it, like push through it. And I promise, how sometimes it's raining on one side of town and then like the other side is like nothing ever happened. I get through, I ride through this on the interstate for like maybe 2 minutes and literally I get through the other side and it's like nothing. Like no, dry as out on the way. I'm like, are you serious? But I say that to say I just kind of went through it. I kind of almost like you, like, okay, there's something on the other side of this. Like for me, it was something like literally something on the other side. I had to get to that lease. But that's kind of like life sometimes. Like you don't know, why is this rain here? Why right now is it thundering? I have something to do. Like why are these things coming at me like this, or why am I dealing with this chaos? But sometimes instead of just trying to figure it out, just going through it, and you get on the other side, and you're like, oh, it wasn't that bad, or oh, I did it. I did it. It was bad, but I got through it. You know. So I think sometimes there are situations where you you don't need to figure it out because you're not gonna have the answers. You just go through it, and on the other side, hopefully you have some, introspection, and you can say, oh wow, and it makes you more equipped the next time to handle, whatever comes your way. So I definitely think that's because for me, sometimes I try to analyze the heck out of stuff, and that leaves me stuck because I'm so busy trying to figure it out or trying to control or figure, what can I do? And it's like, you can't do nothing. You just go, just deal with it, go through it, and see what happens when you get to the other side, and sometimes it's just taking that one step at a time that you discover that as you're moving, you're getting the answers or insight that you need to keep moving, So I definitely think it has its place, That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think even sometimes you might go to somebody like telling them, I'm in this chaotic, situation. You go to explain it and they're like, that's it.
Right.
That's all you got. Like,
right. You want to hear
so
mine?
it kind of makes you take a step back, like, oh, okay, maybe it's not that bad,
Yeah.
So, but
yeah.
Sometimes in our, like y'all said, we build it up in our head sometimes too, where we think it's this big thing, and really it's just like, no, it's not really that big. I'm making it that big.
Right.
I don't know why I'm making it that big. That's why I need to get to the root of that. But yeah.
That's good.
Okay.
That's so good. That's good perspective.
Those are good nuggets from two different perspectives, but I don't know if you guys realize that it led to the same end result.
Right. Yeah.
So just two different ways of
Yeah.
looking at
Right.
it. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. That's
That's
what we
good.
do here. That's what we do.
Mhm.
yeah.
Or sometimes it is that bad, but maybe somebody has gone through something similar, so it doesn't make you feel like you're alone in it, or like you're some anomaly, that's going on, which sometimes make you feel even worse about it.
Yeah.
And that can kind of help you too, like listening to maybe their perspective, how they got through it, or if y'all are going through it together, sometimes that helps.
I was
Like,
going to say, I want somebody to take my hand.
yes,
Like, let's skip through this
Yes.
together. I know it's your
Right.
mess.
Yeah.
And all your, but I'm willing to go through it with you.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It just depends on what it is, though. Because I wouldn't want everybody in my
Yeah.
chaos. Because
Yeah.
sometimes it's not meant, it's meant
Right,
specifically for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Because I know that in order for, and I'll speak for myself, in order for me to grow, and I've noticed it in the past, I had to be uncomfortable. I had to go through a period of being uncomfortable to get the gain that I was either, that was a blessing for me, that was meant for me, or something that I was trying to achieve.
Yeah, it makes you stronger. Like, you might just
You
get so fed
appreciate-
up that you're like, okay, I don't want this chaos ever again. So I need to level it up, or I need to change this. And
Yeah.
so it doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
true.
And I'm like, I don't know if this is still in the same arena, but I went to my first ever revival at our church.
Oh, that was your
So
first
it was
ever?
my very first
Oh,
one.
I didn't know that.
And I was just sitting alone by myself, not sad or anything, but just sitting by myself at the very end. And this sweet little girl came up and was just like, she was kind of peeking, like, do you want me to sit next to you? And I was like, okay. She was like, do you want me to be your friend? So you don't have to sit alone? And I was like, yes. But I don't know. I was telling Keisha about the doc about this earlier. Sometimes you can see God through people around you, and it just felt like pure like love from this little girl that did not know me at all, had never met me, but she just saw like something's going on. She needs somebody next to her. And she came to my baptism today.
Oh.
Yes.
So yeah, we're best friends. She's only 7, but we're still best friends. It's fine.
Right. Exactly. The little people sometimes are the best.
Yes.
The best of friends.
Yeah.
They're not
They're going to keep
tainted.
it real.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
They're going to keep it
And
real with
their
you.
vision is very vivid at that age. And like you said, they're going to keep it real, tell you the
Yeah.
truth,
Whether you
and
like it or
don't think
not.
no way about
Right.
it.
This little girl
exactly.
is so encouraging, and I'm like, I don't know. I was talking to her mom, like, she is gonna do.
She's like
she
an
gonna
old
change the
soul.
world. Yes, because she just will say nice things, encouraging things, just as she's walking along to people, just because. So little doing that.
Well,
That's
that's
so
good that you
sweet.
made a
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
I know, but I don't know what chaos was going on in my brain at that moment. But she saw me and stopped it, so it didn't
Okay.
even go anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Well, I appreciate the
Yeah.
input, you guys, and I'll start looking at it in a different way now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's normally how I
Yeah.
handle the chaos to calm.
And you said it. You said, I know there's another side. I know I'm going to get to the other side of it. So just knowing that, like, just sit in that if nothing else. Like, if it's just there and you can't get out of it at the moment, just know that there is going to be.
I'm just going to be Jonah. I'm just going to sit in the whale. Just sit there. That's what I'm going to do.
Get spit out.
Yeah, get spit out.
Right where you need to be.
Yeah, right where I need to be.
Yeah.
So it'll do it, the regurgitation happens on its own. I didn't do it. So that's what I need.
Okay.
I need to, it's like half the time it's like, why I gotta figure out how to get through it? Why I just can't be regurgitated out and I'm
right there.
right where I need to be.
Right there.
Yeah.
It's only. It's only.
Like the pin in Men in Black.
Oh, yeah.
And while I'm going through the chaos and I'm bloop in that pin and then I didn't even
you
see or
don't remember
hear
anything. Yeah.
anything. Yeah.
It's all
What
going right
happened
away.
again?
That's it.
If only.
If only. And that's funny because thinking about that, it's like when you said if only, I was like, what if that could really be something where, because I've never been a type of person where I would, like, how people just bring up, like, if you could get 3 wishes or go back in a certain period of your life, would you change anything? I've never really wanted to alter anything in that way, but a situation.
Yeah.
And that's what made me think of that when you said that. If only. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes me think about Eternal Sunshine or Spotless Mind. Have you seen that movie?
no.
They erase memories in that movie. Like, bad, like breakups and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I want my memories.
Yeah.
Erase the situation.
Yeah.
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 But I think that's what they thought they were doing. But
Okay.
Oh,
his
okay.
memories getting
Yeah.
wiped out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that goes along with what Maya Angelou said. What's her famous quote?
Which one?
You may
I
forget-
rise. No.
Oh, yeah. Not still I rise. That is a poem. That is a
what
poem.
people say to you, but you'll never forget
forget.
how they
Yes.
made you feel.
Yeah.
That's a memory. You need
That's
to,
what I meant. That.
Yeah, that. Still I rise. Still I rise. Oh, my gosh. That's funny.
So, yeah. But that's my way of working through it. So,
Yep. And that's so true.
did you answer the question?
Well, you guys both answered it because my chaotic way is I overanalyze
Okay.
and I just overthink it. I might even write the stuff down like, okay, so
Oh, I don't want to see
oh,
it
it's
on
bad.
paper.
It's bad. Yeah.
She writes it down.
But I think seeing it like makes you eliminate like, oh,
So
well,
just living through it is not enough and
I
feeling it?
know.
But you got to really
Yeah.
bring
I
it
can
out.
tell
Like
myself what's
journaling it,
rational and
writing
what's
it down,
not.
journal
I gotta cross stuff off. Like,
Oh.
yeah. Or like, is this really logical? Like, is this really, this bad or, yeah.
That's I get that though. You're kind of like displacing it a little bit.
Yeah,
when
kind
you take
of.
it from here to there.
Yes.
I get that. I can get that.
Or this really is like a lot. Like, look at how many
Yeah.
things I wrote down.
Yeah.
It's okay for you to feel like this. So, yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
more of a reassurance
Yes.
type of thing? Okay.
Yeah.
I have blankets for that.
I don't keep it. I just, I throw it out. I throw the words away. I don't keep
that
them
are different
around.
colors.
All that are
course you
different
do.
colors.
Yeah. I have a green one for a certain feeling. I
Really?
have a blue one, the color of your
So
walls.
colors make you feel good.
Certain colors.
Ooh, you're one of
So
those.
where do you keep all these blankets? You have a blanket basket?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably has a blanket closet.
Oh, she probably does.
You know what?
That
Don't
has
start.
our own little boxes.
Right, exactly.
Because
Which
I
means
do.
they do.
Oh, wow. I'm coming over to get one. I'm getting me a
I
blanket
have a
box.
furry blanket. I have a texture blanket. Yeah.
That's good, though. That's calming.
Yes.
It is.
Calming,
It
yes.
is. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
I
yeah.
like it.
I have a blanket problem.
yeah. That's okay. I
No,
don't
it
know
sounds
if
like a
that could be a problem.
solution.
I know,
Yeah,
right? It
it
does.
does.
It
It's a
does.
comfort.
Yeah.
One that I haven't gotten yet because I'm like, okay, is this a problem or? You ever heard of a weighted blanket?
Yes.
And I said maybe I should try that out for the periods where I'm feeling the anxiety and the,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have weighted
So-
vests, too.
oh,
Yeah. But, yeah, you should try it.
I thought people would use those mostly for exercising.
No, they're like, I just noticed because we have some students that need that.
Okay.
Bring them down some.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's interesting.
I think that's good for kids with autism too.
Yeah, it is.
Because they don't like getting touched, so that
Right.
helps them with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I have to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's the only
Yeah, you
blanket
gotta
that I
let me
don't
know
have.
how to weighted blanket if you get one.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Because I hear people saying that you either love them or you don't.
Yeah, yeah. If it makes me hot, I can't. So I need a cooling weighted blanket.
Oh,
That can be
Lord.
sick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look that up for you. I'm gonna
yeah,
Google that. I'm
yeah.
sure. it's
Christmas coming.
It is.
Yeah,
It
it
is.
is. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay. Well, speaking of which, I was looking at like some of our, previous episodes, just kind of looking at some of the things we touched upon, and I was like, we're getting closer and closer to the end of the year. And at the beginning of the year, we talked about kind of like tracing your triggers. Y'all remember that? And I just wanted to, we got to do check-ins, y'all. So checking in with my sisters. I'm be rolling your eyes over here. And I'm a start with me. Point
Yay.
to myself and start with me. So I am noticing some, things popping up. And you talk about suppress. That does not work. And I don't mean like, yeah, you can suppress, but it comes out regardless.
Okay.
We do know this, right? We know this. And I'm sure you see it. I know I'm talking
For
about me, but I'm
me?
talking about you.
Oh,
too.
yeah, because I'm confused.
I'm talking about both of us.
Okay.
So, and not that I suppress, but I think for me, I am still working on identifying what triggers me. Like we talk about tracing, but sometimes, and I was talking about this to someone, I was like, sometimes things, a certain part of you has led your life for so long that you don't realize that that part of you is a trigger in it of itself, if that makes sense. Like, and I am just noticing that I am still like, I'm being more aware, which is good, but
Okay.
I'm still kind of like, why did that trigger me? How are y'all feeling? But like, do y'all still have like just these things that are popping up and you're like, where the heck did that come from? I'm like really in this place where I'm just trying to, I guess, peel off some layers and really get down to the root of some of the things that I've been noticing about myself, because it just throws me off. It's like, you can be like, la la la, just happy, chilling, and then all of a sudden something happened. And it could be like nothing bad. Most of the time it's nothing bad, but you just start feeling a certain way or it just puts you in a certain space. And it's like, where did that come from? So how are y'all, like, I guess I want to know how are you guys doing with that? And have you figured out or have you triumphed over certain triggers? Like especially the ones that have kind of caught you off guard. Have you kind of like, have you found a way to just, really tackle that thing?
For the ones that catch me off guard, no. The answer would be no.
Okay.
I've done a lot of work and really gotten really good with identifying my triggers. And once they hit, I immediately regroup, either get away from it or speak to it and say, hey, no, we're not doing this today. But the ones, because I do have those spontaneous ones and it makes you
I
think,
like that word.
like,
Yeah.
what is this?
Right.
Wait a minute, I already got all the other ones ticked off my list.
Right.
They're in a compartment.
Right.
Where are you coming from? Who are you?
Right.
Introduce
Yes,
yourself.
Yes.
And for those ones that are spontaneous, I don't really take the time to think about like when it's happening. Like, okay, why is this happening right now? I will just kind of go through it. And if it makes me so uncomfortable and it just takes me to the place of the other triggers, I'm going to get away from it, push it off for a minute, but I've got to go back to it and compartmentalize it. Where does it go and I'm going to figure it out.
Right.
And then, because I'm a list person as well. Everything has a place and it got to go on a slot. I can't just have you popping up like this and I don't know why. Either I didn't do all the work that I thought I did or I missed something as far as the work that I needed to do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so I think that's interesting that you said your spontaneous triggers, you're saying you don't want those to happen, especially when you're dealing with people. And I was just thinking about my spontaneous one, and it doesn't really relate to when I'm dealing with people. Maybe that's because I don't really people a lot.
Okay, maybe.
But I think that's interesting that you grouped it with that.
Right. Yeah. And mine is usually always with involving people in the scenario. Like,
Really?
Yeah. 90% of the time, I want to say.
Okay.
That's interesting.
So maybe I don't know. Maybe you can kind of break down like what do you mean dealing with people? Like, is it a family thing? Is it work?
And I cannot. And you know what? And it's not necessarily like a specific like type of person or anything like that. It just can be Okay, I'm gonna tell myself. I'm trying not to get.
Well, you don't have to get too if it's too
super-
personal, we'll go on over
we're
to
here to be
Toya.
authentic and transparent.
Yeah, but I
here,
don't want you
so-
to be too personal. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, I don't want to
trust me,
trigger you.
It doesn't. And trust me, I'm not gonna share, but what I feel comfortable sharing. So I'll just say this. I think I have, like, I was at work and I noticed, like, I'm gonna just say fellowship, camaraderie, whatever you want to call it, amongst some people, and I just felt a little sadness, you know. And I was like, why did that trigger that? Why did that trigger that sadness? But then I had to step back and say, when was the last time you spent time with, you know, friends or just in that, you know, in the company of people that, you know, you love other than your immediate family. So, but it just was weird because I didn't realize it, like, until I was in that space and I was observing that. And then I was like, oh, like, I didn't realize I was, you know, missing that in my life until that spontaneous trigger happened, you know. So it's so weird to sometimes not know that you have a need that's not being met, or you're just, or, you know, you just have this wound of, you know, if it's something like you're feeling anger all of a sudden, whatever it might be. It's just interesting that sometimes you don't recognize it until it's a situation just smacks you in the face. But mine is usually, you know.
So maybe let me explain, because you looked at me
Okay.
like you could see my third eye when I said people, and you like, mine's always happened with people.
Right, because
for
I never
me-
really thought outside of that.
Okay, well, let me explain. So maybe
Yeah.
that's one of the triggers that you like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I could be looking at a TV show, a smell,
Oh yeah, yeah. Now that's too. That too.
a texture.
Yeah, yeah. That's true. I have had.
That's
that.
what I meant by
Yeah, yeah. Now
Yeah.
I have experienced that. Those typically are not the bad ones. It's usually like good smells or every now and again. I've really not had, when it comes to my senses, you know, any negative connotations. But
Yeah. Like,
you know.
I guess I'm not built for it
Right,
tough. Like,
right.
if the door slams a certain way, I'm triggered.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. And that makes sense. This is all kind of, because to me, I think mine is more social because of some social
social.
things that, I don't know. I don't know if I'm social, but I like to be social, but I, you know, have some work to do on that too.
Okay.
But I feel like that was like a area of a lot of hurt and pain for me. So maybe that's why it triggers, you know, the triggers happen that way. And yours is, you know, so yeah, it kind of makes sense a little bit. Connects to some things that you went through, some traumas, you know, when I say you, I mean us. Yeah. How about
What
you?
say you, Toya?
I mean,
Rose.
pretty much the same, but I think I'm at a space where I recognize that it's about to happen more so than.
No, so you don't
like,
get caught off guard.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
well,
feel
yeah.
it. Yeah, so I'm at that. Does not mean that I resolve it,
Right.
but I can tell when it's about to happen
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I cannot. It just smacks me in the
Yeah.
face. And I'm like,
And I don't like it. I don't like the
Yeah,
feeling,
no.
you know. But I'm like, nope, we're not. No. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the thing too. I have got to the place where I don't like, I mean, like you said, sometimes you have to kind of put it to the side for a minute because you're just not in the space to deal with it. But I will more so kind of, okay, what's this about? You know, like, why am I feeling this way? What is it that I need to address that I
Yeah.
haven't dealt with or whatever? So definitely being more aware and compassionate and not just trying to push it down, you know.
And I know me because I something will pop up and it could change the whole trajectory of my
Yeah.
whole day and ruin my mood. And
Yeah.
it was like,
Oh,
girl,
yeah.
if you would have faced it head on when it happened,
Yeah.
your whole day wouldn't have been ruined.
Right, yeah.
But a lot of the times we're so busy lifing
Yeah,
that we don't have the time to stop,
yeah,
Yeah.
look,
yeah.
then walk, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just, that's why I kind of just, okay, let me pocket it and then I'm going to come back.
Yeah.
I'm going to come back.
And I wish I could do that, but I'm more like it shuts everything down for me. Like I completely shut down.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have witnessed that. So I
Yeah.
have witnessed that.
So
And it's very hard to
And
get her
sometimes
to
I
come
wish
back.
I could do that, shut down and be like, I just don't want to because this. But
yeah.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I have to make note, put it over here, keep it moving.
Yes.
And try to maintain some civility
Yeah.
while I'm doing it, because like I said, I'm a person, I react off of energy, and I give back what energy is given to me. And so, and I'm also over analytical. That's the science part of my brain that takes over everything more than logic. And I will sit there and just dissect something to a black hole. Just keep going and going. It's like, girl, let it go. You don't know. It's not meant for you to figure it out right now. Just keep going. Like, you're making it worse. And then when I come to my own hypothesis, it's all wrong. It's all wrong. It's so wrong.
Yeah.
And I done made a mockery of the whole situation because I'm sitting here leaning on my
I don't understand.
quite educated guess.
I carried the two, and you.
Yeah, I'm sitting over here carrying stuff and rounding. And girl, it was just 2 + 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, why are you trying to make an algebraic expression? No, it's common arithmetic. So
Wow.
I wish I could do that. That's
Yeah.
a gift.
She said that's a gift.
It is.
Putting it to the side, that can be seen as a gift, because
Oh,
I'm sure she,
yeah.
that, you know.
Yeah, she may see it that way.
Yeah.
'Cause, she said
Yep.
she shut down. I just, when I shut down, I shut down. Like, and it takes me a minute to get out of that rut. Like, I don't know why. And it's not like a temper tantrum or I just,
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess I guess I could
Disengage.
call it a kind of a shutdown, I guess. But yeah, it's just like I just get to the point. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it. But I don't like lash out at people. I just let them know I'm feeling a certain way. Something triggered me. I will say that.
Well,
And
that's good.
I've grown in that area, because
Yeah.
before I would just, like, if I'm around a setting of people and something triggered me, I would politely get my purse, my phone, and I would leave. And I'd be like, where's Tim at? Or they'll call me, girl, where you at? Oh, I had to leave. And I would leave it as that, instead of just saying something happened that triggered me,
Yeah.
and I just couldn't be around it, and I just needed my space.
That's
Yeah.
good.
So I've gotten a lot better
Yeah,
with that.
That's good.
Saying it, identifying it out loud. This triggered me. Or sometimes I won't say exactly what it was, but I'll just say I'm triggered.
Yeah.
And I need to step back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good. Well, that's all. I just wanted to check in and see how y'all were doing. Sure we'll have this conversation again, and hopefully I'll have more insight. But,
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Yeah.
the check-in.
Of
Because you know I wasn't going to offer.
Right. Of course not. Can run, but you can't hide.
Oh, darn it. God, I hate it here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I love healing. Can't you tell? Hello. Welcome to the Nurse Corner. I just got one quick thing, and I'm going to test you guys. Do you guys remember what happens in October? It was part of one of my segments.
Is this the battery month? No, not the battery
The
month.
battery month.
Where you recycle, not batteries. Why did I say batteries?
She did.
I meant the
batteries once.
medicine.
Yes,
Okay, yes, the
Doc. Oh my
medicine. See, I
gosh,
knew it was
she's listening
something.
to me.
Yes, okay.
So I just wanted to remind the viewers, as well as you guys, gather all your expired medications, anything you have in your medicine cabinet, aspirin, painkiller, over-the-counter, Aleve, Tylenol, all those things. Please do not flush them down the toilet, nor put them down your sinks or garbage disposals. Please don't do that, because it goes in our waterways and we drink and use that water. So, as I did the video, you can take all those expired drugs. Make sure you take your labels off of them. The labels that have the prescription number, your name, and your address, just rip them off and take them to a CVS, and you will see the bin there where you just drop them in there. Unfortunately, they do not take Sharpies. Like, if you have a medication that you have to inject, that you have to dispose of those differently. They do not take like inhalers or any type of liquid forms of a medication. You have to dispose of those differently, but those sites are CVS, and that
like
could be
cough medicine and stuff.
like cough
So you
medicine.
can't do, okay.
Yeah, they don't take any.
Just pills.
Yes,
Okay.
just pills.
Okay.
And you can take those to any CVS across nationwide. If you're not near a CVS, because sometimes some people live, you can go to the nationaldrugtakeback.com website and find local areas, local places in your area that will take your expired prescriptions so that they can be disposed of correctly. And usually around that time, they will have emergency facilities that will just have a site. They'll put it out on your local, maybe city website to say, hey, we'll be at this such and such spot. Bring all your medications and just bring them to us, and we will get it to the right place. So I just wanted to reiterate that October 25th, National Drug Take Back Day.
Alrighty.
So that's all I have for the Nurse Corner.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Heal With Us.
And remember, healing is a process, so take it one day at a time.
And remember to reach out to us. We're available across all social media platforms. You can email us at healwithus3@gmail.com with any show ideas, any questions, or just to say hello. We would appreciate it.
Heal with us.
In your business.